Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Nene here, and welcome to my channel, Let's Glow with Nene. So, I am changing my channel. I'm changing how I do things, I'm changing everything about it. But this is going to be a one-stop shop page. I'm not making multiple different pages. I'm keeping it right here. So, you're going to get these different type of commentary videos. You're going to get videos of me and my life and what I got going on. And yeah, when I get a job, I guess you guys will be seeing that too, unless I feel like I need to switch things up. But as for right now, is where it's at. So today's topic is going to be on weaponized incompetence. I'm sure you guys heard of it. It's all over the internet, and pretty much weaponized incompetence is where people pretend that they can't do something, but like, is it really that hard? I don't think so. I think these people are just gaslighting you and want you to do the work for them. But anyway, let's get into these videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. And yeah, if you have any videos that you want to be featured, please send me your TikTok and I will add you in the videos as well. Let's go.
Weaponized incompetence. Do the worst. Do it even worse. Girl, you weaponize the weaponized incompetence. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they breaking dishes, leave. Don't even clean it up. If they're burning food, don't even clean the pots. You know what I'm saying? If they're acting like they don't know how to do something, get their credit card and pay somebody to do what they couldn't do with their own money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Weaponize the weaponized incompetence. That's it. Ah, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Weaponized incompetence is when you purposefully perform a task really poorly so that, now this is coming from the husband, so that your wife doesn't ever ask you to do it again, like folding laundry or grocery shopping or taking care of the kids or what have you. And you have a lot of these guys purposefully doing that out there and like laughing about it. But it's these same guys that will come to you after the fact and say, well, my wife's not attracted to me anymore. Listen, being a helpless loser is not hot at all. In fact, it's the ugliest thing on the planet if you're helpless doing the most basic task. So you can do this weaponized incompetence crap and your wife can be like, oh my God, not one fiber of my being is attracted to this man anymore.
Signs that you might be experiencing weaponized incompetence in your relationship. You do all the household labor because it's an extra step to ask your partner to do it and then have to explain exactly how to do it. You feel resentment because you feel like you're doing a disproportionate amount of the work. Even if your partner agrees to do the work, you're over-explaining the steps or constantly looking over their shoulders or just expecting that you're gonna have to redo all of it. You don't feel like you can go to your partner when something unexpected comes up. You think they're lying about their ability to do shared responsibilities. You're constantly hearing things like, I don't know how to do that, or I'm just not good at it, or you're better than me.
We always talk about weaponized incompetence when it comes to men not cleaning something right, claiming to not know how to clean right, or men not knowing what they were doing when they were sleeping with you but not making the relationship official and all that type of stuff. But we don't talk about how women also use weaponized incompetence. Men were never meant to have full control over our emotions. Men were never meant to affect our emotions, affect our psychology to the degree that we've allowed them to affect us. It's no reason you should be crashing out over a man. I'm sorry. Because of patriarchy, women have given up control and autonomy over our own lives, over our fulfillment, over our destiny, and our self-esteem, so many different things in exchange for this idea or this fantasy of provision and being provided for. Even if it's emotionally, you know what I mean? Because a lot of women are paying for men now, granted. But emotional fulfillment, emotional providing is also a thing. And women have sacrificed their identity in the name of being provided for, but that's not what men are for. Once a man can control you emotionally, once a man knows that his behaviors correlate directly with how you're going to react, he has control over you. Once a man knows that you won't leave or you can't leave because you love his money so much, you love the lifestyle he's providing, or you have no plan B, which we always do, but you feel like you don't have a plan B, he's going to run you through the mud. Men are not meant to have these levels of control that we're giving them. We're basically becoming a child in order to stay with some of these men. So men subconsciously know that you should not be acting as a child. Men subconsciously know that you have the power to take authority over your life. But once you become a child in that way and you start to depend on him for your emotions, depend on him to fund every little thing, your whole lifestyle, he's going to in some way betray you because you're his wife, you're his girlfriend, you're the woman he wants to admire and look up to and be attracted to and desire, not the child he has to tiptoe around and make sure he doesn't say scary words or raise his voice a little too much. I mean, not raise his voice, but you get what I mean. You're not his child, you're not his mother, but again, because of patriarchy, women have limited themselves down to the state of a child to stay under the protection and the provision of men who only want control. Even the men who don't necessarily want control, if you hand it over to them, they won't know what to do with it and they will abuse it because, again, you're not his child. He knows that subconsciously. You know that subconsciously. And you'll act in a way to almost make him your dad. Okay.
Oh, it's the thought that counts. Yes, if you actually put some thought into it. Sometimes the thought don't count. You understand? I got a homegirl, sneaker galley, right? J's on her feet whenever I see her. Some Adidas too, but mainly J's, you know? I haven't seen her in a pair of heels in so long, I don't even know if she ever wore any, right? She'll dress up a pair of fucking Jordans, okay? But she got this dude, he bought her a pair of Christian Lou's, some heels. Don't get me wrong, they look nice. They look expensive, but she didn't like them. Now she's ungrateful. Is that so? Imagine you play pickup basketball a lot. You go to the gym with your boys, play pickup basketball. You come home, play NBA 2K. You watch basketball on TV, NBA, college. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is a big part of your life. As a gift, your girl got you a baseball glove. If you don't like that, are you ungrateful? You ain't never played baseball, never watched baseball a day in your life. But she got you a gift, though, and it's a baseball glove. Are you ungrateful now? Or is she off a rocker? Is she not thoughtful? Is she not considerate? Is she fucking blind?
I just got back from the store, and my husband goes, "Did you enjoy your time? That was the other half to my Christmas gift." I'm like, "Where? What is it?"
I babysit for hours.
He says, "Freedom. You were gone for 2 hours, and I babysat.
By
You gave us
yourself.
freedom. Baby, I love you," and he kissed me.
I was home with the baby. The greatest gift of all for a mother. I love you.
I don't know this couple or the ins and outs of their relationship, but I don't have to. I'm simply reacting to the video that she posted. This is the thing. Some men use motherhood as a means of control. What do you mean he gifted you the gift of freedom for 2 hours while he babysat his own child? Sir, you don't babysit your own child. She's not babysitting when you leave. When you're going to go play golf or going to work or doing whatever, she's not babysitting. That's your child together. That child should be the responsibility of the two of you. Some men don't want to be fathers. They want you to be a mother. They love the idea of you not being able to just get up and go. They know that a baby will slow you down, and that's why some of them impregnate you. If they feel like you'll leave them, if they feel like you got too much freedom, if they even have the slightest fear that while you're out, you might find somebody younger, cuter, more with more money. If they have even the slightest doubt, they want to slow you down. They'll impregnate women on purpose to ensure that, you know what, you can't just get up and go like that. Like now you have to run things through me. You'll need a sitter or you have to take that child with you. And it's intentional. It's systematic and methodical, but some men, like I said, they don't want to be fathers. They want you to be a mother as a means of control.
Dance needs to make you understand that there's nothing more disrespectful than a man, yeah, doing the very things you asked him to do once you break up with him, but he would not do it when you were together. Do you guys know what that means? This means that the man was capable of doing it. Not that he couldn't, but that he was capable, and that he didn't because he didn't want to. There's nothing, you can't take that man back. You can't take that man back, you know. I don't care what anyone says. I'd rather date the most incompetent man that has ever existed than date a man that didn't do things because he didn't want to when the whole time he could. No matter how much I cried, no matter how much I shouted, nah, deep the stance, because that makes me angry. This is the type of man that all of you are dating. The man that can but won't. It's better to date the man that can't, not the man that could but will not, that shan't, that shall not. Bro, I'm wearing a hat. Composure. A lot of you guys are dating guys like that.
Okay, this one's for the dads. You can send this to a dad who you think needs to hear it. I'll be the one to relay the information to them. Okay. Now that it's just the two of us, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Okay. Your wife is not better at things because of some innate motherly instinct. She's not better at things because she's a mom. She's better at them because she does them more than you. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. The only way for you to be able to, I don't know, like put your kids to bed without them crying for mom is for you to just do it more. For you to say, hey babe, take a seat on the couch. I got this. Yeah. There's a little term that we like to use for men who say, well, you're just better at it, so you may as well do it. You're just better. It's called weaponized incompetence. It means exactly what you'd think it means. It means you're weaponizing your incompetence. You're just saying, well, there's no point in me even trying because you're just better at it. You may as well do it, okay? The only way you're going to get better at doing it is for you to just do it more. Okay, thanks. Glad we had.
It's not your husband's goal to make your life easier. It is his goal to make your life harder. It's to make it harder for you. Because the best thing that you can have in a relationship is not only two people that love each other and value each other and respect each other, but also they just genuinely want to make your life easier. They do not want to add any hardship to your life because they know that if you are uncomfortable or inconvenienced, in turn, they will be uncomfortable and inconvenienced, and they don't want that for themselves, so they don't want that for you. A person that is willing to inconvenience themselves to make sure that you don't benefit is a huge red flag, especially in a marriage. This woman said that her and her husband were on the way to pick up their daughter from the airport, and they're driving her car, and he realizes that she needs gas, but they drive right past the gas station. So she figures, okay, there's plenty of gas stations on the way. We'll get gas at another time. So she soon realizes that they never stop for gas. So she says, well, how much gas is left? And he's like, this is not my car. I'm not paying attention to that. Red flag number one. Anyway, I'm not paying attention to that. This is your car. And she's like, okay, well, how much gas is left? Like, are we going to make it? And she notices that they have less than 50 miles of gas left and they have more than 50 miles to get home. So then she's like, well, what were you going to do? Like, we just never stopped. What were you going to do? He's like, I was going to just let you run out of gas and you would have to call AAA. So he would rather everybody be stranded on the side of the road of a potentially dangerous highway, because I don't know what area they live in, but for me, a drive to the airport is all highway. Potentially dangerous situation that you're putting your wife in and your daughter in because you did not want to stop to put gas in her car because you felt it was her responsibility. The situation was not about gas. You have a spiteful partner. And I've heard women tell stories like this before. Men that forget to, fill up their stocking for Christmas, or forget to let them know that the kids have to be picked up early, or just little things that they can do to inconvenience you. A problem for me is a problem for my husband. A problem for my husband becomes a problem for me. So it is in our best interest to make sure that everything runs seamlessly. And if your partner does not view things that way, you have a bigger problem.
I have another perfect example for you, and it literally just happened. So we got home, we were unpacking some stuff. Max went to sit down, and I was like, "Hey, there's some clothes in the washer. Can you put the clothes from the washer into the dryer?" And he was like, "Cool, I got you." So we went into that. I didn't think anything of it. I'm here like getting some stuff out, probably about to marinate some chicken and make some kimchi and stuff. And I noticed that I'm not really hearing anything because, you know, dryer, you can hear the dryer going. And so I'm like, "Hey, is the dryer on?" And we all stop, listen, and we're like, "No, it's not on." So I look at Max and I'm like, "Hey, did you put the clothes in the dryer like I asked you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, I don't hear it." He's like, "I don't hear it either." And I said, "Well, you put the clothes in the dryer though, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Did you turn it on?" He says, "No." And I'm like, "You put the clothes in the dryer, but you didn't turn it on?" Girl, get off my counter. Get off my counter. And he's like, "Yeah, I put the clothes in the dryer." And I'm like, "You put the clothes in the dryer, but you didn't turn on the dryer. So there's just wet clothes in the dryer?" And he, dead serious now, he looks at me and he said, yeah, you told me to put the clothes in the dryer." Which he did. I'll give him that. So I take a beat and I'm just like, "Okay." I asked him, I said, "Walk me through your process. When I asked you to put the clothes in the dryer, what did you think I meant?" And he was like, "I put the clothes in the dryer. You told me to put the clothes in the dryer." And I said, "Okay, let me explain this for you." And so I grabbed a box of spaghetti noodles. Spaghetti noodles, right? And I'm like, "All right, you ask me. You're like, 'Mom, can you make me some spaghetti?' And I'm like, 'Sure, I can make spaghetti.'" And then you go about and do your business. And then he comes back out later. And I'm like, "Here's your spaghetti." And I give him a box of spaghetti. Did I do what he asked me to do? Yes. I gave him spaghetti. Because that's what he asked for. That's not what he meant. And this is the point I'm trying to make. I asked him to put the clothes in the dryer so that the clothes could be dried. It's not incumbent upon me to say, "Put the clothes in the dryer and turn the dryer on." That is inherent in the instructions that I delivered. Just like he's asking me for some spaghetti, he's not asking for a box of noodles. He's asking Mom to make some spaghetti. So this is the frustration that comes in with me. This is where I start to like, and we talked about this one again because my whew. This is the struggle. So if y'all have some, and granted, he probably has a little touch of autism, and we've gotten checked, and he's got ADHD. I still think it's a little bit of autism. So I'm being as patient as I can with his learning style because the boy does not understand sarcasm worth a flip, and it's just there are some things that I know he just doesn't get. So I'm trying to be as concise as I can with instructions, but these types of instructions should be very clear. So the spaghetti example I think worked. I'm hoping, but I will take some suggestions. I'm not trying to be like mean here about this, but it seems like it's done on purpose sometimes. I don't want to put that on him. I don't think that's what it is because I was like, "Are you doing this on purpose?" And he's like, "No, I would never do this on purpose." But then you're like, "Really? You didn't turn it on though, but you didn't turn on the dryer. Really?" So I'm struggling. I am. But it'll be fine. It's gonna be okay. It'll be fine, right? Right?
So imagine you have a friend who always says, "I can't do this," or "I can't do that" when it's time to clean up, do homework. work on a certain type of task, or help with anything really, even though they really could do it if they wanted to. They act like they don't know how, but they're just pretending because they don't want to help. That's called weaponized incompetence. It's when someone pretends they don't know how to do something on purpose to avoid doing it. They're kind of faking being bad at things so that someone else has to do the work. It's hurtful because other people end up doing all the work and it makes them feel tired, frustrated, upset, and uneasy. It's not fair, to be honest. And it can cause problems between friends, family, relationships. And it makes one person feel like they're carrying all the responsibility. Now, who wants to carry all the responsibility when it's supposed to be a team effort, correct? And the person who is pretending to be bad at something doesn't learn or help as much as they could. Even if they didn't know how to do it, being honest about the situation, they're not even taking effort to learn how to do it. And that's a problem. So it's important for everyone to help out and do their part instead of pretending that they can't. That way everyone feels like they're working together, and that's how teamwork make the dream work. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. Eventually, I'll be coming back with um, more commentary, more opinions, and better content as I figure my way out around what I'm trying to do with this channel update. So, as I learn, you guys will be seeing me in real time. I'm going to mess up, so please be patient and give me grace. And yeah, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and you guys have a wonderful day.